Hey guys, what's up and welcome back. And I'd like to welcome myself back because I just got back from vacation. I haven't posted a video in about a week and a half-ish. So we're getting back into it with one of my favorite videos, and that is a will I buy it video. So I'm just going to talk over recent makeup releases, and I'm just going to talk about whether I'm interested in it, whether I'm not, and reasons why and why not. And this doesn't mean that necessarily I'm going to buy everything I'm interested in, because let's be honest, I would be very poor if I bought everything I wanted. If you're excited for that video, give it a thumbs up and let's get into it. So I'm going to try and not harp on everything and talk about it in a very long length, just because I know this video is probably going to be long because my will I buy it's are usually long. But not only that, I haven't done one in a couple weeks, so there's a lot that has come out. So I'm just going to run right through things and hopefully we can get through everything. Hooda Beauty is coming out some limited edition lipsticks, and these are like glittery lipsticks, which I'm gonna say right off the bat, I'm not interested in. So really glittery things on my lips is not like a thing that I'm completely into, so I'm just gonna pass over these. But if you're into sparkly lipsticks or glittery type lipsticks, or maybe even like, you know, things that have more of a sheen to them, these might look really interesting to you. Like a metallic, they're like a metallic, I'll just say that. Not only are they limited edition, I'm just not interested in them, so let's just move right along. Next up, I want to talk about Hallberg, which is a luxury brand, and I just started hearing about her products, you know, very recently, in probably the last couple months. But she is releasing a new holiday eyeshadow palette, and it has 4 colors: a red, a green, a brown, and kind of like a champagne, almost, it looks like a topper shade to me. So I think this looks really interesting. I think these metallic shades look really beautiful. Personally, I think I would get use out of it if I did have it. But for me, I know that this is a pricey brand and a pricey eyeshadow palette. So for me, having a palette with 4 metallic shades in it and it being higher priced, I'm very reserved. You know, so do I think this looks really pretty? Yes. Do I think I would get some use out of it? I do, but not enough to warrant the price for me. That would be a pass for me, but I do think it looks really good. NARS has just come out with a holiday palette, and it has 12 shades, and it is $59, and it's already available. This palette looks really pretty to me. I've been getting into more like pink toned colors on my eyes probably more recently, and it does have that like metallic purple in there, which I'm not fully invested in. You know, purples are not my ultimate favorite colors to wear on my eyes. And I have like swatched like their duo eyeshadows, and they seem really pretty. I think actually I do. I have a duo, but they're both matte colors, and it's pretty. I think I would get use out of this. I like the packaging. I like the amount of shades in here. It's not too many, but it's not, you know, like a quad where sometimes you can be really limited in what you can do. I'm really interested in this. Do I think I'm gonna pick it up? I'm gonna have to say I'm not, you know? But I do think it is really pretty, and I do think I would get use out of it, but I'm not fully invested in it. Don't know why, but I'm gonna pass on that as well. Colorpop is doing another collab with iambeckyg. I think she's a hip-hop artist. I might be mistaken, I'm very sorry. But this has an eyeshadow palette. It also has some Luster Dust highlighters, which is their loose highlighter formula. They also have ultra matte liquid lips, which I'm not interested in. Satin liquid lips, which I'm not interested in. So the only thing I'm going to talk about really is the eyeshadow palette, because all the other things I'm already right off the bat gonna say I'm not even caring about pretty much. The eyeshadow palette I think looks really pretty. And I was watching a video, I think it was Angelica Nyqvist. She is a Swedish YouTuber, so I can have her link down below. I hope I remember to link her down below. But she was saying how this palette looks like a more saturated version of the Kathleen Light's Dream Street palette. And I thought that was just amazing for her to figure out, because I think it is. Like, I'm interested in the Dream Street palette, even though like it's been released for quite a while. Now that I've heard her say this is a more saturated version of that palette, I'm like, girl, you're right. I'm not running out to get it. I'm sure there's going to be another Colourpop release that I'm interested in. And I've just gotten, you know, a few palettes recently, and I still have to review three. My 3 recent eyeshadow palettes for the channel. So I'm just going to wait on Colourpop. So next up I want to talk about a release from Smashbox. I believe this is a holiday collection as well. But it is a giant covershot eyeshadow palette. This one has 9 mattes and 7 shimmers, and it's $45. I always think the packaging for Smashbox eyeshadow palettes are really pretty and interesting, but I haven't heard the best things about Smashbox eyeshadow. So I've said this in past while I buy it, that even though I'm really interested in that covershot palette, it's kind of hard for me to jump on board with it just because I've heard the formula is not the best and it's really inconsistent. At the $45, it's, you know, pretty up there for an eyeshadow palette. This one has a lot of neutrals though, and a lot of warm tones, which I have a lot of. Now, if this palette was more brights and cool tones, I might be a little bit more interested in it, just because I think those are far and few between, especially with what I have currently for me. So I don't think I'm going to pick this up, but I think it is really interesting just because it is a larger palette. Some people do enjoy larger palettes, and this might be shades that are right up your alley. So Fendi Beauty is releasing another gloss bomb. They have released 2 so far. Their original one and then Diamond Milk, which I think is limited edition. So I don't know if this one is limited edition, but it is going to be the same price as the other 2, and it is in the shade Fussy. This color looks a bit more opaque to me than their other 2 gloss bombs. I do wear the original gloss bomb on its own because it does have somewhat of a tint, but I'm pretty sure you could put it over like a lip liner or a lipstick or whatever and it would be fine. This one, however, looks more pigmented, and it is a more pink shade. For me, lip products that are more pink are not up my alley. I don't know what it is, but I don't like pink on myself. I'd much rather a coral, a nude, a berry, sometimes a bright, you know, but like really deep shades I'm not really into, and pink shades I'm not really into. I think I am confident in saying I can pass on this, and I do like the original just fine, so I think I will be just fine passing on this. Physicians Formula is coming out with an eyeshadow palette, which is, I think, really smart of them, and it looks to be more of the formula of like the butter bronzer and the butter blushes, which I do like the formula of. So I was really interested to see this eyeshadow palette. Physicians Formula I am interested in, but I do feel like some of their releases are a little bit overpriced for what they are. As you can see, like in the picture that I have up right now, the pan sizes are small. Like the squares are small, the rectangles are very thin. Right off the bat, I'm like, that's not really too interesting. But it is $16. So for Physicians Formula, I really think that's a good price because they tend to have higher priced things, even for like their, you know, for anything that they have, you know? So I think $16 is good for this palette. I do think this is a generic palette of warm tones with a pop of blue. So for me, I have that, and I don't need to spend $16 right now on it. But I do think this is really interesting. I do think it's really smart for Physicians Formula to release this palette. So, I mean, I'm gonna keep an eye out. Maybe they'll release more palettes like this, which they should, because I think it's really smart. Mercier just released a new foundation, and it is called the Flawless Lumiere Radiance-Perfecting Foundation. So for me, that's very intriguing, just because I have dry skin, and a lot of the times I like dewy, radiant foundations because it just works better personally for me. Yeah, I've been looking at past releases for their foundations as well. This one is definitely on my radar. I'm definitely very interested in to see what other people with dry skin are saying about it. I did just buy a foundation though, so I'm like not in need of one. So it's like, I don't need it, but it's really cool. And I'm gonna pay attention to what people are saying about it. Juvia's Place is releasing a mini eyeshadow palette with 6 eyeshadow shades. They all are very neutral, and it looks to be 3 mattes and 3 shimmers. And this is gonna be $8. That is amazing. Juvia's Place is already affordable, but their quality is just really good. You can find them at Ulta. I don't know if this exact palette's gonna be on Ulta, but I'm gonna assume so, just because I'm pretty sure like everything that Juvia's Place has is on Ulta.com. So if you've been wanting to try Juvia's Place, if you're more into neutrals, this is a perfect palette for you. I would say definitely jump on it. It's very affordable as well. For me, I don't need it, but I am confident in saying if you like neutrals, if you like a complete look in a palette, this one would be for you. So Glim Glow is coming out with another skincare item, and it says gentle bubble on the post that I am reading. It says it's a daily conditioning cleanser, and it's going to be $28. So for a cleanser, I'm sorry, that's a lot. The packaging is really appealing. I've tried Glim Glow things in the past and they were okay, but I have tried other things that are the same price and sometimes less, sometimes more, but I have tried other things that work better than a lot of Glim Glow products that I have tried. I think the only thing that I really liked from them is their hydrating mask. It kind of smells like coconut. It's in the blue jar. So for me, I'm just like, Glim Glow, slow down. Like, slow down. I don't know. I'm just not interested in it. And I don't think I would recommend it either, because that's $28 is a lot for a cleanser. Lastly, I'm going to talk about Makeup Forever. They are coming out with a concealer, which I feel like it's been a concealer moment just because I feel like a lot has been coming out recently. So there's that. But anyway, Makeup Forever is coming out with the Ultra HD Concealer, and it's coming soon. Don't know how much it's going to be. The Mercier foundation definitely had more shades than it looks like this concealer has. But I think foundations more need to match you than a concealer. That's just my opinion though. But yeah, I do have the Ultra HD foundation and I do like it. It's not a terrible foundation. It's not my favorite either, but I do for it from time to time. So I do like that formula. So I think I would be interested in trying out that concealer. Like I said, I don't know when this is coming out, but when it does, I'm either going to jump on it and pick it up, or wait for reviews, or just wait a little while so I can get through some other products that I do have now. But I think this release is very interesting. I just feel like it's a little bit, like the Ultra HD foundation has been out for a while. So these concealers coming out is a big like jump in time. Maybe it's just me, I don't know. But also, if it's been such a huge jump, couldn't they have come out with more of a range of shades, like lighter, darker, medium? Like, anyway, that's what I think about that release. I'm excited to possibly pick it up in the future when it comes out. But yeah, that's the last product I'm going to talk about for this video. Okay guys, so that's going to wrap it up for this week's Will I Buy It, or this couple of weeks Will I Buy It. I just talked about things that I kind of wanted to touch on. If you like shorter Will I Buy It's, let me know down below. Or if you like more longer, chatty Will I Buy It, because I can do either or. I just like to know what everyone's interested in. But yeah, so if you liked this video, definitely hit that subscribe button down below, and I will see you next time. Bye!